Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome back to The Square Room. My name is Jonel.
I am Deswayne.
Was that supposed to be like spooky?
Honestly, if I say yes, that's going to be embarrassing. So let's go with no. Yeah.
Today is interesting. If you are listening on whatever device and you're not watching us, you might want to pop in youtube.com/This Square Room to see what we look like, because in honor of our first ever video episode, we're like, we gotta first ever video episode on Halloween, like we gotta
spook it up,
dress up. Now there was a clear assignment, and I think one of us met it and the other one fell a little short.
I think so too.
Des, you know the dollar store tag is still on your hat?
Can they see it? They can't see it.
Turn your head to the right.
Oh.
Yeah, they can see it. Deswayne, on his way here, I was like, hey, like, don't forget it's the Halloween episode. And he was like, oh shit, like I forgot
Completely
everything
forgot
at home.
everything.
So he's like, I'm gonna stop at a dollar store. Comes in a children's witch's hat and a scarf.
I think that's what this is. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, in Harry Potter, is his name Dumbledore, the wizard? He has a scarf, no? Oh, no, that's his beard. No, it's a scarf.
I think
Does he have a scarf?
No, it's like his robe.
Oh.
You're trying to compare yourself to Dumbledore
no, I'm
right
not,
now?
But when I saw the hat, I'm like, the hat's not good enough. I need something else. And I was rushing and I saw the scarf and I'm like, yes, the hat with the scarf. So when I'm telling girlfriend what I got, she was like, what is that? Like, what is that supposed to be? I'm like, a wizard?
Crackhead witch?
Oh, wow.
So I was going for, I didn't know what I was going for. I was like, should I do like slutty nun?
Yes.
Like, daddy forgive me? Or should I go like traditional, like father forgive me? And instead I decided to go
just
like,
forgive me.
I'll drag you to hell.
Oh, gotcha.
Because the Nun movie came out like last month. I was going to go full that nun, but I'm like, I didn't want to wear like yellow contacts, and it has like teeth. And I couldn't like talk on the podcast with that. So I was like, let me just do my own version. But yeah.
You did great.
I have like the costume came with like a rosary. I don't know if y'all can see it, but like I have a like legit one that my
like the big one?
Yeah, no, like a normal size one, but it's
oh.
from the Vatican. But I was like, maybe that's blasphemous.
Yeah, it is.
So I just wore the costume one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Technically, that's also, but that's okay.
What?
The whole outfit for Halloween.
I mean, yeah, and it has like the upside down.
Yeah,
cross.
which is terrifying.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, this is not a, yeah.
Yeah. But it looks good.
Thanks, bro.
Never mind. I was going to make a comment, but you said bro.
What? What do you want me to say?
No, I didn't want it. Just thanks would have been nice. And then I would have just made a comment.
I can't call you bro. You're not my bro
make a
anymore.
Sexual comment after that. Thanks, bro.
You're going to make a sexual comment to a nun?
Yes.
How about you check your priorities?
No, I know. Hey, you don't got to drag me. I'm there. I'm there.
Hey, truer things were
never spoken.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you noticed today, coming up in the elevator, right?
I had questions about that.
Okay, so I just saw this for the first time yesterday.
Okay.
Posted yesterday. Now, I live in a condo, for those of you wondering. I think most of you guys should know by now. But they posted like in the elevators, but also like where like the residents would like see. Yesterday I come home and it says, people are disposing garbage in the elevator shaft. So it says, it's come to the management office's attention that some residents threw their garbage in the elevator shaft. It is not just revolting, but it creates potential fire hazards to the building. Please take all of your garbage with you. And they put like pictures. And I'm just like, how do people get into the shaft? Because the elevator
was my question.
But the thing is, that's not even what I wanted to share. This was just like a little like bonus thing, like an unexpected. Hold on, let me find this, because recently, maybe like 2 weeks ago now, I saw a notice and I was like, this is so ridiculous. I have to take a picture. So my building is like, there's lots of like amenities, you know, there's like a couple pools, exercise room, squash court, tennis court, you know, there's like lots of whatever. And then obviously where there's pools, there's like change rooms, and they have like the bathroom side, place where you can shower and change, whatever. The building posted, it has been brought to our attention.
Oh boy.
Brought to the attention of the management office that a resident or guest urinate, because, you know, you're allowed to have like guests to like the pool and stuff, urinated inside the women's change room on the floor near the sink yesterday and this morning. It created a very bad smell, hygiene, health risk issues, and extreme negligence to your neighbors, as well as extra cleaning work for the building staff. In addition, we found a shoe print on the toilet seat. It appeared that a resident was standing on the toilet to defecate and or urinate instead of sitting on it. This is ridiculous and totally unacceptable. As a civilized resident, you should treat and use common facilities like your own. All residents should protect and maintain the recreation center in a healthy and safe environment. Your cooperation in this matter would be highly appreciated. I was like, what type of nasty ass?
See, when I heard the footprint on the toilet seat thing, the first thing I thought was, like, I remember as a kid, like, they would, like, always try, well, boys are weird, so they would, like, stand on the toilet seat to, like, peep over the stall, like, dumb stuff. So it could be a kid, not somebody standing on it to actually use it. Because
maybe
to stand on it as a woman to use it would make the matters worse.
Well, not to stand, you could squat on the seat.
But with your feet, your shoe print is on the seat.
Yeah, like you're squatting.
That's so weird.
And even the fact that like someone's just pissing by the sink.
Yeah, that was crazy. I thought of a child that, you know.
But like it happened
Twice.
like the night and then the next morning. Like someone is going down there
on
and
purpose.
just.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, when did where I live become the ghetto?
Hey, man.
Like, oh my God. Because like my whole, like I've never seen any notices like this. And then like that one, I was like, oh my God, like that's so random. And then now the garbage one. I'm like, it's probably the same person.
The garbage one is crazy.
Like, how are you getting into the elevator shaft?
And there was bags. Like, it wasn't like just little paper, no. I saw a bag and I'm like, how?
Was there a bag?
Did you take a picture of it?
Oh, there was a bag.
Yeah,
but it's also like lots of loose trash. I'm pretty sure I see like a McDonald's like French fry thing.
Like, how is that getting down there?
I don't know.
Like, that's insane.
It's gross. Yeah.
I don't blame people. I blame management. They're the only ones with access to under there, so I don't understand.
Yeah, but like I don't think there's been like a new like big change in management. So like why would they just start doing this now after like working for the building for years?
I can understand. Like, what if they were saying someone? No, it just doesn't make sense. The garbage that's down there doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. All of it doesn't make sense. Because how hard and how long do you have to be standing on a toilet to leave a shoe print like that?
Yeah, that's true. How dirty are your shoes?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And it had to be multiple times for someone to complain about it. When
the management office uses terms like, this is ridiculous, that's how you know that they're fed up.
Yeah.
Because
it's funny. While you're reading it, the only person I was thinking of that wrote it was little midget lady at the front gate.
That's security. That's
no,
not
I know,
management.
but that's who I thought of because she has that kind of attitude.
And you also can't say that.
What, midget?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just keep saying it.
What am I supposed to say?
Little person.
Oh, little person is better than midget?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry for all the little people I offended. I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought the other one was better.
They prefer it, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
The community prefer it. I'm just, I'm just
you're
trying
right,
to help you.
You're right. Thank you. I
Because when they try to cancel you, they're going to come for me. I'm going to be like.
You're right. I didn't know that term was, I didn't know. I really thought it was okay. Why? It's okay. I'll Google it later. Why it's not okay.
I don't know. I guess it's just like a preference thing. I once heard someone say it's like their version of like the N-word. And I was like, okay, I think that's pushing it a little bit. But like, that's just me as an N-word myself.
Is that why they changed the 7 dwarves?
No, that's because of like woke culture. Because dwarf, like I don't think they like it, but it's not like Yeah, they prefer little person, but it's like dwarfism, like that's the condition, but it's little person.
If somebody ever called me a little person as a little person, that would upset me.
No, like they prefer that. Like they're little.
They're just smaller people.
They're small.
Okay, well, now I know, and now you know. So
Small in body, not in spirit.
I don't want to hear the M word anymore. No more.
Also, you should know this. I've said it before.
No, I remember. As you were saying it, I was like, ooh, I just didn't want to say that.
As I was saying it, and you kept repeating it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Just making sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This was when there's 3 of us.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember because that person kept saying it. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so it's almost like the person is still here.
100%.
Lives on in spirit.
So you guys know that I broke my phone, mash up my phone, and if you don't know, then that's your fault because you should have watched the episode before because my phone was mash up.
Not you using derogatory terms, mashing up your phone, and then still trying to place blame on the audience. Like the audacity. Okay.
So I wasn't gonna get it fixed, but I had to get it fixed. I had to. So then I called the phone place, and I actually have another phone. All my phones are broken, all of them. The last 6 of them broken. I still have them. So the last phone I had previous to this one, I was like, okay, I'm going to fix the screen because I have a lot of notes on there from songs that I want. Mm-hmm. And I can't get them unless I fix the screen. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, bless. So I called the phone place and I'm like, okay, how much is it to fix the 2 screens? The guy gave me a price and I'm like, oh, you can't just knock that down a bit. And he's like, yeah, we'll see what we can do for you. All right, cool, no problem. So I go, bring the 2 phones. Okay. I come back. They close at 8. They close at 8? Yes. They close at 7:30. So they close at 7:30. I get there at 7 because you should be done. You're almost closed. He's like, give us 15 minutes. Okay, cool. No problem. Waiting. I have no phone, so I have no concept of time. I went to a Jamaican restaurant. I bought some food. I'm chilling. I'm like, I feel like it's been 15 minutes. Excuse me, sir, what time is it? 7:30. Oh, shit. Let me go back to the store. Go to the store. Oh, just give us like 5 minutes. We're just finishing up. Okay, no problem. You already told me you're going to knock down the price. So let me not push it. Why did I not get out of that place until 8 something? I was there for an hour.
But I feel like an hour isn't bad for like a phone repair. But I get what you're saying.
Oh, no. I dropped off the phone at noon, like 12 p.m.
Oh, it was an hour past when you were supposed to pick it up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I got there at 7, he said 15 minutes.
Right.
I came back in 30, 5 more minutes. Turned into an hour. Okay, no problem. So first he gives me my old phone and he's like, here, we're just finishing up the other one. Okay, fine. So I'm excited. I swipe the phone and ask for my PIN. I don't know my PIN. I didn't know this phone had a PIN. I thought it was the swipe. And the guy's like, oh, when it resets, it always, and I'm like, I don't know my PIN. Like, I just fixed this phone and I can't get into it because I don't have the PIN. So I'm upset, but I'm like, okay, Des, you'll figure it out. You always figure these things out. He's like, oh, just reset the phone and blah, blah. No, I can't afford to reset the phone because then I'm going to lose the notes. Mm. All right. So finally he gives me the other phone. My son has practice for 8. Okay. They were late. So anyways, rush home. I'm at home now and I'm venting to my son about this phone thing and we're talking about it. And as I'm talking about it, I was like, wait, Des, you have a Samsung. You guys have Find My Samsung. On Find My Samsung, you can unlock your phone. You can do all of this. You didn't know that?
No. Why are you pronouncing Samsung like
Samsung? Isn't that it? Samsung.
Oh, God. Sorry. Every time I catch a glimpse of myself in the monitor, I'm like, oh. No, it's you said Samsung, but then you're like, oh, Samsung has Find My Samsung. Find My Samsung. Oh, you're saying Samsung.
Oh, not sung.
Yeah.
Samsung.
Like when you said I have a Samsung, you said it right. But then as you kept saying it, it was getting worse and worse.
Yeah, no, I understand. Because I would have corrected you from the first time.
Well, the first time you said it right.
Oh.
But yeah, you said it wrong at least twice before I called you out.
Yeah, so me and him are talking, and I'm like, oh yeah, all these things are possible. So I go find my Samsung. I log in, and it's like, it shows you all the phones that were ever, with you or connected to your account. Mm-hmm. And I see the phone. As I see the phone, sorry, the first thing that caught me off guard was this background. Oh, you can't see it.
It's also off.
Oh. So this is a background of my son when he was like 9, 10. And I was like, that wasn't my background. That's weird. How dare I not have the baby as my background? That's crazy.
Yeah, you're a big fan of the baby.
I hate you so much.
Are you not?
You're right. I am. So then I go on my account. I unlock the phone, and it unlocks. When I say I'm in the living room dancing because I feel like a genius. Okay, great. I swipe the phone. Kobe is the background to the phone. Why is my old dog the background to this phone? This is not making any sense.
Yeah, nice one, genius.
I fixed the wrong phone.
Yeah.
I fixed the wrong phone. When I say
maybe if you didn't have such a terrible track record with phones, you wouldn't have so many.
You're right.
Busted up.
I didn't know which one was which date. This one I had the last time I used.
Also,
this
the phones
phone,
are different though. They look different.
I know, but I didn't remember what was my last phone.
You don't remember the phone that you were using immediately before you broke it?
Literally a year ago. No, like
the one last year.
Yeah. I didn't remember which one it was. I thought it was this one, the 8 Plus, but it wasn't. It was another phone. So when I unlock this one and I see Kobe, now it's making sense why I didn't know my password. I'm not going to remember password from 3-4 years ago. So now I unlock the phone. There's nothing in here that I want. So I'm like, okay, like this was just a waste of time. Like all I do is like have a nice phone screen, whatever. Maybe I'll sell the phone. So I put the chip in this phone and I unlock the phone. I'm going through the phone. What do I see? Bare nudies. Jeez, I forgot all about these nudes I had in my phone. I was telling
your own or other people's?
Other people.
Okay, because I was like, you're getting real excited about your own dick.
No. Like Kaden was right there, and I'm like going through my phone, and I'm like, Jeez. And he's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I forgot how much nudes I have in here. He's like, what is wrong with you? And I started laughing, whatever.
You said that?
Yeah. I can't have nudes? So then I called the place the next day to ask how much it is to fix the actual phone that I want to fix. Almost $400. For these two phones, I paid $210.
Why is that one more expensive?
Because he said the screen is just more expensive. Suck my dick. That phone's gonna have to wait because ain't no way. You
could also just try to get another quote from somewhere else.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Even if it cuts down like $100 or something,
That'd be very nice.
You know what's random that I found out the other day? So, the movie Twilight?
Mm-hmm.
The actor who plays Jacob, the werewolf, what is his name?
Taylor.
Taylor what?
Taylor Lautner.
Right. That's what
we were told.
I want to say 99.9% of the population thinks.
Yeah, of course.
I was watching him. I think it was like a podcast. It was just a clip. He was talking about I guess it was a new project, but he has like a thing for Taylors because he used to date Taylor Swift. Yeah. His current wife is Taylor, and she changed her last name, so they have the exact same name. So you're talking about how TSA they always get flagged and whatever. And he was like, yeah. It's weird because we're both Taylor Lautner.
I'm sorry, what? Could you repeat that for the whole class?
Taylor Lautner.
Lautner? That's
is how he said his name. And I'm like, sir, you're pronouncing your name wrong.
That's so crazy.
The whole time he's heard us say Taylor Lautner.
And he's never corrected nobody.
Never. And he just slips it in an interview we're saying your name. It's just like Raven Simone. It's Simone. The accent over the E. When? The accent has always been over the E.
Yeah, but we don't look at that. I'm so pissed. That's actually my last name. My family, they don't pronounce it Freeborn. Isn't that crazy?
They say Freeburn.
Yeah.
Freebin.
That's it. Freeburn.
Freeburn. But that's how because Bourne.
That's Bourne.
We'll say Bourne like Jason Bourne, yeah. But in Australia they Melbourne. It's Melbourne. They don't say Melbourne, but they don't say
stupid
born either.
Taylor. I don't like him no more.
Apparently, we're the stupid ones.
I don't like him no more. Correct us, man. You've been here since Shark Boy.
Taylor Lautner.
That's,
and he said it so casual. He's like, yeah, we're both Taylor Lautner. So da 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 da.
Did
and
the
I was like,
interview guy say nothing?
The interview guy was Josh Peck.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if he knew it or whatever,
Probably.
but like they're in like a project sale, like from Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
So he didn't. It was just a clip also. So I don't know if he said anything.
So pissed.
But also, I feel like an interview, like they shouldn't say anything because you should like know this as like if you're working for like a media company or something,
But
I'd
nobody's
be like,
ever been like, you've never corrected people when they say Lautner. I hear Lautner all the time.
Again, I don't know. I didn't see the full thing, but
That's
I
so
was
annoying.
shook. Anyways, I was sent a list that I was sent it, and then like it's one of those things like you don't see it until someone sends it to you, and then once that happens, you see it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So people are talking about this list. It's a list of places that women absolutely refuse to go on a first date to. So this woman started compiling it, and then other women were like chiming in. So she has 28 places.
Jesus Christ.
Some of them I agree with. Some of them
Cheesecake Factory's gonna be on there.
It's number one.
Yeah, I seen that video.
But that video is actually fake,
It has to be because ain't no way.
But it sparked a lot, and I'm like, I think Cheesecake Factory is fine.
That bad.
Like, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. Also, because do we have more than one in Toronto?
No.
Okay, so the one, like, there's always like a crazy wait.
Always.
Because again, there's only one, so whatever. But yeah, Cheesecake Factory is number one. Then Applebee's, Chili's, and Chipotle. Chipotle, I'm like, you're not taking me to Chipotle on your first date. It's still fast food. And like personally, Applebee's and Chili's are kind of like meh. But I'm like, yo, if it fits the budget, like nothing is wrong with the Applebee's or Chili's in my opinion. Because it's still like a sit down restaurant.
Yeah.
You
to
get
me,
service.
I feel like if that's just the date, like for example, if we go to the movies or something and that, regardless of which one of those it is, I think that's fine. But like for example, let's say we're going on a little fun date. We go to the arcade and stuff, and then we just kind of want a snack and we go to Chipotle. That's not a big deal for a first date. But if it's, you heard it here, folks. No.
Chipotle?
I don't know. I don't eat Chipotle. Ask me what's there. I don't know. Chipotle.
And then you're gonna be like, oh, like don't get extra guac because it's too expensive. Please. Olive Garden. Again, I think Olive Garden is like fancier than.
Isn't it like a Red Lobster?
No, sorry. When you're trying to ignore something, it's a WhatsApp call. That's why I can't.
No.
Anyways,
the
it's
gloves
gonna
are fucking you up.
Well, I was trying to ignore it from the side button, so it wasn't the gloves. But yeah, the Olive Garden is like, I guess it's like an Italian American restaurant,
like a East Side Mario's.
Yeah, but I think it's better than East Side Mario's.
It has to be.
Real trash.
Real trash.
Yeah, I would say that I would compare it to I don't think it's as nice as Red Lobster. I don't know. I don't really fuck with Red Lobster. Yeah. The movies.
I can understand because like I don't get to know you. We're not talking.
Well, here's the thing. As a first date, I don't like the movies because you don't get a chance to talk. Yeah. Right? Like it's fine. I don't think anything is wrong with a movie date. It's just because
if it's just a movie date for a first date, then no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so there's the movies. The next one is, sorry, my phone locked. Your house. It's happened to me in the past, but it hasn't happened for a while. But then recently, someone was like, "Oh, like you want to hang out?" Da 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 da. And the thing is, I had said no a few times. Like not just like a straight up no, like like I can't, like kept brushing it off. And then I was like, okay, let me stop brushing it off because he was just like, oh, like do you want to go out for like a drink or like hang out, grab some food? And I was like, okay. And then when I agreed, he was like, oh, I was like, okay, like what's the plan? He was like, oh, I don't know, you can come by. I was like, was like, what type of nun do you think I am? I am not that type of girl.
Not the slutty one. I will drag you to hell.
And the thing is, it wasn't even because I said that to him. I was like, we don't know each other from anywhere. And I'm like, what if I'm a serial killer? He was like, I am willing to take that chance. I was like,
oh boy, that's where you lost her. Yeah. Okay, hear me out, right?
what?
I hear what you're saying about the first date at your house. I hear you. Now,
No.
Under no circumstance.
Under no circumstance.
Not one.
Not one.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. If I don't know you, it's like stranger danger.
Yes, that I understand.
And it's also kind of setting off like red flags. Like, you don't need to take me to like the most expensive restaurant or whatever. I know guys do that shit because they want to be cheap. They want to be cheap and they want to be like comfortable and like maybe get late. It's just like it's the most minimal effort. I'd rather go to Chipotle.
That's what I was saying. What if it wasn't a minimal effort? What if it wasn't like just come to my house, order food, or I'll pretend I cooked and like what if like he set up like the living room place nicely and he did want to cook?
If I don't know you, it's still a no.
Okay.
Now, the only way is if it's like, oh, like, you know, we're like old friends or like we've known each other in some capacity. Even if we're not very close, but like I feel comfortable enough.
Okay.
Then like that's a maybe.
But if we've never met?
No.
Okay.
But the thing is like even then, even if I've known you for a little bit, it's still kind of like the effort to take someone out means something. It does. It means something to a woman.
Ugh.
But that's what... Like, I get what you're saying about, like, oh, if you set up and da-da-da. The only way that could work is if there's already a relationship and not like, oh, I met you at a party. Mm-hmm, like, I've had to have known you, had conversations with you. Like, we don't have to be super close, but we have to be real cool for me to even consider that. So, in pretty much every situation, it's a no.
Okay. You guys hear that? No.
Yeah.
For you guys.
You're like, cross it off my list. It says any fast food chain.
Understandable.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buffalo Wild Wings, followed by Wingstop.
Oh, I don't know.
Here's the thing. I think food is food. And if the girl you're trying to take out loves wings.
You see what I'm saying? And if it's on a Tuesday where we both like to laugh and be like, yo, let's go fuck up some wings. Let's go fuck up some wings.
Why a Tuesday? Is that like a...
Yeah, like Tuesday wings are like 50% most places.
Okay. So you trying to be cheap?
I'm trying to get $1 for my wings.
You trying to be cheap? You mean your wings for $1? So you're trying to be cheap?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, I love tacos, but I don't love tacos on a first date. Like, you got to be my man for me to eat tacos because tacos are messy and wings are messy. Like, most girls don't want to, like, we get cute.
You don't eat wings messy, Joe.
Me?
Yeah.
But that's just, I don't like to be messy.
You don't eat messy.
So I would not, but it's still a messier food compared to, you know, something with a fork and a knife. Ugh, so that's a perfect example though. I don't like to be messy. Therefore, I wouldn't like a wing date. Not that I don't like wings. Not like you. I'm not going to go on a Tuesday and fuck up some wings.
100%. On a first date, if I'm talking to a girl and she loves wings too.
Right. That one, I'm a little on, like, it's a no for me, but I'm not gonna speak for all women and say it's a no. Yeah. The next one we already mentioned is actually Red Lobster. I think nothing's wrong with Red Lobster.
Yeah, like, what is this list?
I don't like again, that's a no for me, but like I don't like Red Lobster. I don't like seafood.
I feel like
I'd rather go to a different type of restaurant.
This no Red Lobster thing are people in the States where to them it's played out.
Maybe.
Because
you feel like it's not as played out here?
Yeah, I don't. I feel like anybody who I've ever mentioned Red Lobster to, like a girl to go to Red Lobster, is always jumping for joy.
I feel like people always say like it's really good. I've never heard people like, I mean, unless you're like me and you don't like seafood. And I know they have other stuff, but it's kind of like, why are you going if it's not for the seafood?
Don't go.
Why?
Since COVID, they have like one steak option and no chicken option.
Oh, I haven't been since like 2014.
Oh God, I hate
like a decade. Yeah, it's been a long time. And I think that was maybe like my first or second time. Like I haven't, you know. Yeah. It's just like it's a restaurant that's not for me. Like I don't eat sushi. Why am I going to a sushi restaurant? Not that anything's wrong with it. It's just a no for me. But like I don't think it should be on this list. Next one is a buffet.
I can understand that.
Some buffets are a little nicer. Some buffets are real ratchet, like real, like
Mandarin.
like yeah, like you don't want like a place where like the bugs are probably crawling over the food. You know what I'm saying?
The flies are over there. They're just fanning it away.
Yeah. IHOP, Denny's.
I love IHOP.
I think it could be a cute little brunch date.
Yeah.
Not dinner.
No, for sure not dinner.
But it could be cute.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
a nice walk in the park and like let's go to IHOP.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it could be okay. But like I'm sure but you know what? It's like when you compare it to like a fancier brunch place or like a more like boutique mom and pop place that like really puts their foot in it, like it's probably not as good. But like under the right circumstance, I could be cool with
okay.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The next one is the gym.
I'm sorry. What? We're going on a first date to the gym.
What?
He likes the gym.
I've been asked.
I'm sorry, what? To do what?
Go to the gym with
for
someone.
What?
Literally like 3 weeks ago.
Is this for fun or like?
Maybe 2.
I can understand if it's like, hey, let's go work out kind of thing. But if it's like a hey, let's go on a date to the gym.
It's like I've never talked to this person about working out, nor has he talked to me about working out. And he's like, hey, do you want to go to the gym with me tonight? And I was like,
yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, the gym. And I'm like, no, like why? And he was like, I have these 2 free passes to this gym, so I wanted to know if you wanted to go.
What would make you ask me?
But I was like, I have a gym membership to another gym.
I have a gym in my building.
But it's just like I don't need like you. Why don't you use your 2 free passes
for yourself?
two separate times.
Stupid.
I'm like, I have a membership like elsewhere, so I don't thing. And he was like, and when I mentioned my gym, he was like, yeah, like my passes are for basically I have a membership to Good Life, and you know my Canadians, y'all know. And he was like, oh, like I have 2 passes for Fit for Less, and Fit for Less is owned by Good Life, but it's like the more
the bottom of the barrel.
It's the discounted version.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what?
No thanks.
And I'm like, you're trying to, and he's like, oh, you know, I thought it would be something fun for us to do together and like spend time. I was like, the fuck? And it actually reminded me because years ago.
Ew.
What?
Did you block him? Ew.
Oh God, I have stories.
I'm so disgusted
about this person. Y'all are gonna have to wait for next week's episode for that. But like, you are gonna love the story. You are gonna eat it up. Oh my God, y'all will love it because Des will love it. I just when Des hears it, I can't give him any hints because it's gonna be that good. Like Des will scream with joy.
I'm so disgusted in this man.
But yeah, years ago, I was going to my gym, and I'm a night person. I like so at night you don't have to wait for the equipment, like it's more quiet, like whatever. So he didn't work at the gym, but he worked security for the building that the gym was in.
Okay.
So I parked, I walked in, as I was walking in, he stops me, and like at first I don't know, like, you know, security.
Mm-hmm. Like, what's up? Sorry.
Yeah, but he was like, oh, like, you know, nice to meet you. My name's da-da-da-da. Oh, you going to the gym? I'm like, yeah, I got my gym bag. I look like I'm going to the gym. He's like, oh, okay, da-da-da. Like, you work out often? I'm like, sometimes
sir, what do you want?
He was like, oh, you know, maybe we can work out together sometime.
This is the same guy?
No, this is some guy years ago.
Oh my God.
And I was like, you know, like you feel weird. So you're like, yeah, maybe. And then like, okay, gotta go, bye. And then of course, on my way out back to my car, I had to see him again. So he had asked me for my, I think like Instagram or Snapchat or both. Mm-hmm. And like he tried to talk to me a little bit, and I found out he actually worked with someone that I knew. So like I asked her, I was like,
info? Yep.
I was like, you know, she was like, oh, like he's a decent guy. Like I don't know him that well, but like, you know, he's cool. I'm like, no. And I obviously never saw him again, never talked to him again. When I had gone, I parked in a different place just so I didn't have to run into him. I don't know if he still works security there, but I was just like,
rightfully so.
You want to, like, you're showing interest, but you want to work out with me?
Like, take me out somewhere else.
I'm like, unless you're a trainer, I don't see any
point. And even if you're a trainer, sir, please.
A trainer that I hired.
Yeah, let me. Thank you.
Not an unsolicited, like, I can work you
train
out.
you. I've been doing this for years.
Yeah, no, sorry. That's a no. I don't even go to the gym with my friends.
You actually just reminded me of a story telling about that stupid guy. Years ago, I had given this girl my number, and I saw her for the first time a couple of weeks ago. And then I realized this mother didn't call me or text me. How dare? Don't. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get ahead of myself. You're probably giving off
creep vibes. I mean, that's what you do. Next place is church. I don't care if you met me in church. Do not bring me to church on a first date. You've done it?
No, I'm looking at your costume.
Oh! I forgot. Father, forgive me. I'm so sorry. Yes. Of course.
I would never invite anybody to church unless...
You don't even want to be there yourself.
Like, as a big age, no. As a younger person, I have invited girls and guys to church, but not for church reasons.
Oh, okay.
Please, when we were younger in church, it was slackness. So it's because
it's been slackness your whole life.
Fact, yeah.
But no, you know what I mean? Like, church is such like especially it's like you're inviting me to your church for the first time. Like, church is very like judgy.
Yeah.
Like, if we're established and you're like, oh, I'd like you to come with me.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, but like first date?
Please. Call your mom.
I'm going straight to hell. Starbucks, and then the next one is coffee dates. And ice cream dates. Those are the next three. I'll say them all together. I feel like these are okay for me personally, because I know some people don't want to commit to like a full date if you don't really know the person. So getting a quick coffee or ice cream is fast, and it's something where you can sit and stay and talk long if you want to, but if you're not feeling it, it's a quick in and out. But the thing is, I also don't like going on dates with people that I don't have like somewhat of a rapport with. It's like, what's the point? Like, I don't know. Like, I know people who will like talk to people and like set up a date instantly, and I can't do that. I don't need to like know everything about you, but I need to at least be feeling a vibe. Like, if we can back and forth and like hold a conversation, you know? Oh my God.
I'm slightly confused.
At what?
Where do they want to go? Because I don't know why parties and clubs weren't on that list.
The list isn't over.
Oh, okay.
The next one is a family function. I agree.
I don't know.
First date.
Oh,
I don't
my
need to
family
meet your
functions
family.
are like friend functions, but I hear you.
But I think like I don't mind going to like friend functions even like early on, but like first date, I need to get to know you.
Fun fact, I went to somebody's engagement party this year. Their first date was Christmas last year at my house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember Cousin Travis's friend?
No.
Oh. Okay, Cousin Travis brought a friend.
Okay.
And his friend brought a girl. That day, he was like, oh, Des, you mind if I bring a girl here? I'm like, yeah, cool. I spoke to her. What I don't like is when people ask certain questions when I don't know you. So what she asked was, what kind of food is going to be there? So I took the phone from him. I'm like, hello, we're black people. Don't do that about what kind of food is going to be there. She's like, no, I didn't mean no disrespect. Da, 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 da. I'm like, yo, honestly, I don't like the way you came off, but I can't wait to meet you. And I'm going to page you when you get here. Da, 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 da. And she was kind of laughing about it. And then she came and like, she was great vibes and everything. And then this year they had their engagement party.
Are you doing another one?
I'm iffy about it. I'll tell you why after. And then, girlfriend wants to do an ugly Christmas sweater kind of thing.
Ugly sweater party?
Yeah.
But that anyway, would be
the same. Yeah. Well, yeah.
The same thing with a theme.
Yeah. So when I went to the engagement party, she's just like, oh my God, Des, if it wasn't for your house, this probably wouldn't be a thing. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? She's like, that was our first date. I said, what? She's like, I had such a great time and the vibes are so great.
It was a good vibe. To me, as a date, I would never... but that was a friend function, not family.
That's why I said friend.
I still would prefer to just like get to know you. I could let it slide with a friend function.
Yeah.
But with family, they're watching you. They're trying to see what you're
everything,
doing.
How you eat, how you breathe.
And it depends on what the friend function is, to be fair.
Okay, fair enough.
Like yeah, it depends. But like I see why it's on the list.
Yeah.
The next one is movie nights, Netflix, Hulu, etc. Now I was but that to me is the same as your house.
Yeah, it's the exact same.
So that's a no. again, nothing's wrong with the movie night once you've gone on a couple dates, but like if you can't take me out, like I'm not Netflix and chilling with you, not the first date, not the second date, not even the third date. You see me, I'm a nun, okay? Don't let the, you know what's funny? Someone before you came said to me, like saw my face and was like, they were looking at me and then like it took a good minute and they're like, oh, is there like black around your eyes? And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, the fact that you can't tell, what are you trying to fucking say?
Okay then.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't curse.
No.
Should be dressed like a sailor if I wanted to do that.
Oh boy.
Somewhere that requires a long drive.
Yeah, nobody's trying to sit in the car forever.
It's not even that. It's stranger danger, kidnap. Like, where are you trying to take me into the middle of
Bushwick?
I was gonna say butt fuck, but I just said I don't want to swear, so I was like,
yeah.
But you said Bushwick, so I'm like, no, Dennis. Like, I was hoping you could say it for me. The middle of no, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like a safety concern, and then also, yeah, like that's a no. Bowling.
What?
I don't mind bowling.
Where do these motherfuckers want to go?
Hold on. I don't mind bowling, but I need to advocate for the girlies who like their long nails and getting their nails done.
You gotta know your audience.
Bowling
for sure.
will fuck up, but that's the thing. Some men don't. Oh, let's do an activity. Let's go bowling, and it's like you can't. You can't.
Girls with long nails like that are only trying to hold your dick like this.
And not even long nails. If they're short, but they're like, if she cares about her nails, they'll chip, they'll break, like, you know. So, you know, but like, nothing's wrong with bowling. Bowling's fun. It gives you something to do, but you can still talk and like whatever. Nightclubs.
Why was that so far?
Then they didn't say this is in any particular order.
I just didn't like that it wasn't two.
Nightclubs and a hookah bar is 24 and 25. Yeah. And I'm like, you know, we don't fall in love at the club. Yeah. It doesn't happen. Yeah. I think unless you meet someone at a club, like that's different. Your date. Yeah,
we're not going. Yeah.
And like, who's really meeting the love of your life at a club?
I don't know, man. Ask Usher. Actually, he didn't say I want. Yeah, he said I just want to make love and then have a baby and then confessions.
This one says a bar for just drinks.
Okay, understandable.
I'm just like, it depends on what type of bar. Because, like, lots of people are like, oh, you want to go out for drinks. I think if it's, like, a loungy place, not, like, a bar where it's, like, you can't. Again, if you can, like, sit and talk, I think it's fine. Like, if it's, like, a restaurant bar or just, like, a lounge bar. But if it's, like, a pub, no.
I think whoever wrote bar for a drink is more so thinking pub and, oh, you're just trying to get me drunk.
Yeah, yeah. Next one is Waffle House.
Never been.
We don't have them in Canada, but they can get real ratchet. So I can see. Yeah.
Is that the ones where the girls were dancing on the tables and videos and stuff?
I don't know, but probably.
Yeah.
And then last one is a sports event. I disagree with that one.
You don't want to go to a Raptors game?
Yeah, right. Like if you're a big basketball fan and I'm a big basketball fan, like that would be a great date.
Yeah, that's a great first date.
I heard a horror story of a woman. God. I think it was either basketball or football, but she was a fan of some team, and the guy was like, "Oh, like I have tickets to this." No, it wasn't basketball. It was something that was played on a field, so I think baseball. And she was like, "Oh, like I'm a big fan of this team," and he's like, "Oh wow, like I have tickets. We should go on a date." So she's like, "Okay." And then either the day of or the day before, like the guy was kind of like, oh, like there's like a slight change of plans, but like we're going to have a great time. She's like, okay, cool. So she got all dolled up, her official jersey, but like still looking cute, whatever. You know, this man took the girl to his nephew's game.
I'm sorry, what?
His child nephew's.
That was the change of plan?
Yeah, because the tickets fell through, but his like nephew played baseball, so...
Are you stupid?
So not only is that a shit sporting event, it's also a family function.
Are you stupid?
And she's like, I got dolled up for like my team. Like she goes hard for that team, and he didn't tell her like, hey, I don't have the tickets anymore. To my understanding, she stayed for most, if not all.
That's nice of her. I'm not getting out the car. I'm losing my shit. Okay, so we all know that I like to read Quora because I find them very interesting. So here I am reading Quora because actually for the first time I went on somebody's page because you have accounts on there. So I went on somebody's page because I never read comments, and I don't know what made me read the comment of this. So the question was, is it normal for older siblings to spy on their younger sisters.
Okay.
So one girl commented and said when her and her sister were younger, their older brother had hid a camera in the bathroom. And they realized this. So when they realized, they didn't do anything about it. They just put on a show for him whenever. And I'm like, this can't be
What in the
real.
Pornhub is this?
This can't be real. So I go on that person's page. And their name was like That Whole Meg or something like that. And she was like, her bio was like, oh, I'm 20. I think she's like 26, 27. I have 4 kids, different fathers. I'm a hoe. I'm bisexual. Just inbox me. And I'm like, this is
Control
no
account.
way.
Yeah.
So I'm going down the page and
You're like, this is a troll account. Scroll.
yeah, because now I gotta know. The pictures are very consistent of the same girl because you can post stuff of you and whatever. Like she posts like, oh, this is me going on a date. Oh, I'm gonna go to my brother's house. Is this inappropriate? And she'll be wearing like a short, skimpy skirt and like a tube top, and you're like, that's what you're wearing to your brother's house, really? So,
I mean, given the history with the brother.
That's what I'm saying. So this might be a real page. It might be a troll page. I don't know. But
either way, you're intrigued.
I was very intrigued. I'm very intrigued. The other question that she wrote on was, my husband got our 17-year-old daughter pregnant. What should I do? How are you asking Cora this? How, as a human being, are you on the internet asking anybody for advice on what to do? This girl commented and said I wouldn't leave him.
She said that? Or like
that whole Meg.
She's not going to leave him?
No.
She's 27. She has a 17-year-old daughter?
No. That was a different, like, the question was from somebody else, but she commented. Because you can see.
Because I was like.
Yeah, no, that would be crazy.
Looking at the brother,
her daughter is, I forget how old she put her kid's age, which is crazy. She bought the skimpiest outfit for her daughter. Her daughter's like 12 or something like that. I don't know. She had a kid when she was like 11, 13, something. And it was nuts. And I'm like, this is how people are living? This legit doesn't make sense to me. And I'm trying to do the math on like people's brain. What do you mean your husband got your 17-year-old pregnant and you don't know what to do? Call, kick, kill. There's so many options on what to do.
Him. That's what it always is, man.
And that's the problem I have with a lot of the things. Like, you don't want to be alone. What is this doing to your child? Why does nobody care about the children?
Some people get like mad and like jealous. Like, like
Precious's mom? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Understandable, but crazy.
I mean, you're like deep in Cora now. Okay.
No, I am deep in Cora. Like, it has my heart. It does. It's very interesting. Honestly, it is. It is.
But yeah, okay. Now is a good time to get into a listener question. So if you guys have a question, a story, a comment, or anything that you want to share and you're willing to be a part of the podcast, you can do so by going to thisqueerroom.com. You can be anonymous if you want. You can say your name, whatever you're comfortable with. But it'd be great to hear from you. So today, Dante says, and the subject is a white girl coworker. So Dante says, so my friend from work is obviously white. If it wasn't for the title, I'd be like, why is it obvious? So my friend from work is obviously white, and there is a Jamaican forklift driver at our work as well. And he tries to hit on her all the time and says things like big bumper gal, big body gal, thickas. And she denied him all the time. Sorry, let me translate. Big bum girl. Girl with the big butt.
Or you're just
no, I'm translating for other people. You're like, oh, did you really put that? No, that was my translation. In case some people don't know. And she denied him all the time because she has a boyfriend and tells him, but he still tries, and she wants to know why Jamaican men don't listen to a simple no answer. And you know what? I actually don't have the answer to that
I do.
myself. So I know you do. So that's what I'm saying. I wish I knew. I really wish I knew. To me, my theory is like I know everything and I'm always right. So you're telling me no, but like I'm telling you that you're wrong. But that's
No.
but that is what it is.
Yeah.
But that's as far as I know. So I'm gonna turn it over to the witch himself.
First, let me say, do you know who wrote that?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
your brother.
Yeah.
I know your brother's name.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Dantes out there.
He put first and last.
Oh, did he? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Okay.
I don't say people's last names.
Oh, I didn't even know they put their last names. I thought they're usually anonymous. So the reason why I'm going to say we, because I am a Jamaican man and I don't always take no for an answer. Now, the reason why we don't take no for an answer is because right off the bat, it's always a no. It is always a no. Anybody,
I disagree.
95% of the time, it's a no. Or like you give some kind of, I'm not really interested.
So y'all weren't taught no means no?
No, we were taught persistence. For example, my grandma, she told me that she has 6 kids. The first one has one dad, but he's whatless, gone. Who cares? So then when she met the other sibling, her other children's dad, she said she used to go like, back in the day, hike to go just catch some water for the day and come back with bare buckets of water. You walk how far, how long, whatever. So she said every day she used to travel how far to just go catch some water and come back home every morning, every day. One day she got home, or she was about to leave, and there were buckets of water by her door already. So she was kind of like, what the hell? Like, it's just her and her mom and her one son. So she's a little bit confused on where this come from. So my grandma at this point was in her early 20s. And then the next day, same thing. The next day, same thing. Turns out,
I'd love for someone to fetch me some water.
it turns out my mom's dad was the one who was doing it. So at first she was like, thank you, but you don't got to do this. I'll be fine on my own. And then she kind of, brushed him off kind of thing. And because he was persistent, now you guys are together forever, da-da-da-da.
Together forever because you wore me down. Like, that is not how I want to spend my happily ever after. You going to wear me down?
If he had stopped right when she said no, there would be none of this.
And the world would probably be better off for it.
Probably, to be honest. I told my mom the same thing. I told my mom I'm very disappointed in her.
Look at the monitor. Look at yourself.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
This is your grandmother's fault.
I blamed her. I did blame her to her face.
Actually, no, your grandfather. It's his fault because of the persistence.
Truthfully, yes. And like, so to West Indian men, especially Jamaican men, if you want a girl or you're interested in a girl, and as soon as you're like, hey, I'm kind of interested, blah, 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 if you come off nice and regardless she's like, no, and you give up at the no, at the end of the day, did you really want her, buddy? You didn't really want her. Because if you wanted her, you would have fought for her. And that's what he's doing. He's making little funny comments, big bumper gal, big body gal, because he doesn't know what else to say. What am I going to say to you? Hi, white girl.
Say, hello, beautiful.
No, girls don't like that no more. They don't want to hear that no more.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. They want to hear it from who they want to hear it from.
Well, you think we want to hear big butty gal from the creepy forklift driver who won't take no for an answer?
I'd rather say big bumper gal than say hello, beautiful, and you're like, ugh. Ah, bitch, I take back my beautiful.
Men are so backwards.
No, we're taught to be this way. I don't know what you guys want from us. This is what we are taught.
Want you to respect us when we say no.
You know what's so funny?
Leave us the hell alone.
I was talking to this girl.
I mean, heck.
I was talking to this girl, and we're talking about like women like men like that. And she was telling me, she's like, Des, honestly, like, I know I have a lot of attitude. I know I have a lot of this and that. I don't want no man that's gonna do everything I say when I say da da da. I want a man to put me in my place, da da da. So then when you get man to put you in your place, now it's a problem. I'm not saying every girl wants that. But a lot of girls, from what I hear, are saying they don't want no guy who's a pushover. They don't want no this, you don't want no nice guy. So now when you have the guys who aren't so nice, you're just like, Oh my God, why you have to do that? Like, you found a hoe, you got a hoe. Like, what? You can't be mad. The same way, if a guy is talking to a girl and you know this girl is a hoe, and then you go and you date this hoe and she's still hoeing, why are you mad at her for being who she is? You didn't know she was a hoe? I don't want to hear that. So, Dante, if this white girl really and truly has a problem with it, there's management for that. It's called workplace harassment.
I can see why she maybe doesn't want to take it that far to like jeopardize him. I guess she just wants him to stop. Like,
and he's not gonna stop, obviously, because he keeps going after she said don't do it.
Well, then I agree.
Workplace harassment.
But his question wasn't what should she do about it. It's why don't
no,
you make
I know,
him
I know.
No for an answer.
That's why they don't take
answer.
No. Yeah. By the way, okay, so I will say, I had a call a couple of weeks ago from him. And he was a little bit upset from Dante.
Oh, I was like, from Dante or the forklift driver?
For everybody who doesn't know, Dante is, I have two brothers. Dante's the youngest one. He's in his early 20s or something.
You don't need to give out his information. Just dox.
You know why? Because I talk about Dwayne all the time.
Oh, we're just name dropping. Okay.
No, I say his name all the time.
No, you don't.
I do because
you actually don't.
Dante called me and Dante's like, "Oh, you're always talking about Dwayne and Kaden. You never talk about me."
Not by name. You don't talk about middle brother. You call him middle brother.
Oh, Dwayne.
Yeah, but don't, because you don't say nice things all the time. Most of the time.
I do. I just tell stories of his past. That's all. It's not. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not sitting here trashing him, but I'm just saying, like, you tell story. Oh yeah,
no, he
middle
knows,
brother.
He knows what I talk about him, and he's okay with it. We talk about it. But yeah. Okay, I'll start talking about you, Dante. Ooh, Dante's so amazing.
Anyways, if anyone else wants to write in, question, story, whatever, again, it is thissquareroom.com. Yeah, talking about what you just, like, your answer to Dante just not reminded me, but like I said, next week I got a story for you.
Oh boy.
And it involves a very persistent Jamaican. Okay. That's the hint I will drop, but it is just.
And this is with you.
With me.
Okay.
But there's also just like a twist that you will never see coming. You'll see it once I start to tell the story, but like right I don't think there's anything that you could guess right now that would like, yeah. What?
I was gonna ask you, since it's
Halloween.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to remember which way that it's that way. It was in an anime. I don't remember which anime, but it was.
I think it just depends on which hand you use.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah. What in the last umpteenth years has been your most memorable Halloween? Like, when you think of Halloween, like, is there a Halloween that you're like, boom, this one stands out?
Honestly, the last few years, I haven't really had a good, like, a really
like
good,
even childhood,
memorable.
Nothing.
Oh,
like ever. Okay, while you think, do you want me to go?
Sure.
Okay. I have two.
You won't ask me. I'm gonna go.
Because you look like you were thinking.
Yeah. Well, I thought you just meant like recently.
Oh, no. Just ever.
Mm-hmm.
I have two. When I was younger, we were a 7-day Adventist, so Halloween was not a thing. At the time, me and my mom, we lived with my aunt and my 3 cousins, all boys. And they were older than me. And they always did the Halloween, the mask, all of that stuff. So I never got to go out. So one year, my mom was working, and my aunt was like, just go, who cares? So I'm like, yeah, first time ever trick-or-treating. Like, I'm so excited. My cousin gave me his old costume. I think this is the first year that the movie Scream came out.
Okay.
And they had the mask, and you can push the button, and blood runs down the face.
Okay. You think that's the year Scream came out?
Yeah, like early 2000s.
Okay.
Like, that's how long ago this was.
I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm like, that's an old.
Yeah,
like, the original
This is
Scream
like,
is
I was
old.
like less than 10. So I had that mask, and I used to always just push the button. You got to wait for the blood to run back down the pipe, back to the little squeezy thingy. So anyways, so now I go out trick-or-treating. I'm having a great time. Who do I see as I'm trick-or-treating? My
Your
mom. She obviously pinpoints my cousin, and obviously that fourth child must be Des. When I say she was pissed.
Okay, because you had a mask on, so you might have been able to get away with it,
But because I was with them, yeah. So automatically, like, I was that kid that when I knew I was getting in trouble, I am crying immediately. Before you say a word.
The first Scream film was released December 20th, 1996.
That's disgusting.
That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't. Maybe another one came out that year. Or Scream has always been a big... Because I'm like...
Oh, has it?
It's been a big franchise, yeah.
Okay, I know this was early 2000s because this is when I lived with them. And
yeah, because I was like... I had to look it up because I'm like, I don't know about all that.
Yeah. So then she didn't beat me because it's not my fault, but she gave me like a stern talking to. She made my cousins take my candy and all. Yeah, but they kind of saved a little bit for me because they felt bad. So that one stands out. And then another one, me and my friends, we were probably like 12 or 13 at the time. And we used to go, quote unquote, trick-or-treating. So we're going around and we decided, we're not trick-or-treating no more. We're just going to take little kids' candies, fuck it. So we're walking. And we realize, wait, where's Adam? Adam's missing. We can't find Adam, but it's not a big deal because it's our neighborhood. We know what's up. So all of a sudden we hear, hey, somebody stop that guy. He has my candy. We see Adam running down the street like the Grinch who stole everybody's presents. Like
Grinch who stole Halloween.
He had a huge bag of candy and he's sprinting down. This kid probably was outside for hours trick-or-treating. And when I say we all just watch, it was almost like slow motion. Like he's sprinting down the street and he runs right by us. And like he looks at us like this and he starts smiling. And we look at him and we look at the kid and the kid is in shambles.
Of course.
And we just turned around and we knew where Adam was going. So let's go split this candy now.
No, I would have given the kid from mine. Like you guys all should have. Come on. That's disgusting, deplorable behavior. Did you forget? God is always watching.
Didn't you hear me say where I'm going to be? I'm not fighting it no more.
Well, you couldn't.
Couldn't, even if I wanted to.
I don't have any crazy stories like that. Like I have stories of like, like friends getting like taken and stuff like that. But not-
I don't have any crazy stories. Just friends getting taken.
I think I've told the story before. Like we were all downtown for Halloween, but the event that we planned to go to, like the vibe was just not it. The music was not good.
Is this the front lawn? Okay, never mind.
Front lawn?
Yeah, a friend disappeared and ended up on somebody's front lawn.
Not one of mine.
Okay, continue. Continue, please.
Okay. Yeah, so we were like, okay, like let's just go find somewhere else. Walked around, like downtown, like there's always lots of events, but we were just kind of like, found a bar, sat, had a drink for a little bit, but like it was just kind of like a chill night. It was like raining and whatever. So we were like, whatever, like let's just
call it a night.
Yeah. So we're walking back now to our friend's car, the one who was like the DD. And we're walking, a group of friends walking down the sidewalk, and then we kind of like, like when you as a group, like you can't all walk side by side. Yeah. So, we're talking, turn around, and one person is like, oh, like, where is, like, let's call the person, like, Tracy. We're like, where's Tracy? And we're like, wait, like, she was just here. And we are like, oh, shit. So, like, we start retracing our steps. And as we're, like, retracing, going around corners and whatever, like, just as we turn one corner, we see her and some guy turning a next corner. So we're like, what the hell? So we're, like, running after her, like, Tracy. But she's, like, like drunk enough at this point that she's just like, la la la,
like whatever,
like,
yeah.
And we're like, Tracy, where are you going? And she's like, oh, like what do you mean? He told me to come with him, so I'm going. And we're like, what? Like if we didn't turn around at that second, because like when we busted a quarter, we just caught a glimpse.
Yeah. So if you never got that glimpse,
right?
Scooby Doo.
Yes. Yeah, so we took her from him like physically, and she was like la la la, like willing to come with us. She just wants to go wherever. And he was like, oh come on, this is like, we were pretty young too, and this
he's
was
ready to get his dick wet.
This was like but like she just said he just we're walking down the sidewalk, and I guess like we passed him, and he just grabbed her arm and was like, come with me.
And she went.
willingly.
That's not his fault. That's her fault.
Right. We didn't like reprimand him, but we were kind of like, no, like, ew. But yeah, we were like, you can't do that shit. And she's like, oh, okay, la la la, and like came back with us. So
that voice is so funny. That la la la.
Like she wasn't literally saying la la la, but like that was the vibe.
Yeah,
that was the vibe. Yeah. We've also had years where like we've all like gone to like big parties, dress up, drink. Like we've had some good Halloweens, but like good. I feel like the last couple years, like last year Halloween was a mess, and I was sober. I wasn't drinking. Like I had like something the next day. I'm like, I don't want to drink. And I also drove because I knew I wasn't gonna drink. So it was like I'm the DD, but like is like my friend was fighting with her boyfriend.
Oh boy.
Like she had put like a little piece of a wig on him, and what he was wearing, we're like, oh, you kind of look like Cat Williams, so we're like, just go with it. And like they're fighting. The girl is snatching the wig off of him in the middle of the dance floor. The vibe, it was just like the venue was not. The venue was okay, but the music was just not my vibe. And I'm sober, and it's a mess, and I'm standing there, and my ankle was hurting, and it was just not fun. It was not fun. Like, I don't know. I don't have plans for this Halloween, like not Halloween related plans. And I'm like, man, I want like I just want someone to host. Like my ideal Halloween right now would be like a house party, but like one where someone goes all out. Like you walk like in,
fogging.
Yeah, you walk in and there's like decorations and stuff, and then like maybe there's like a costume contest, but it's still like a chill vibe. You're at someone's house, so you could just like drink. Now you want to go to someone's
house, huh? But not a first date.
It wouldn't be a date. I'd be going with friends.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being dumb.
Yeah, that you are. Listen, on that note, let's do the question of the day. Yes. Today's question of the day is, what do you think my weakness is? That's a trick question. I don't have one. Yeah.
I would say your niceness is your weakness. Like we talk about all the time. Like sometimes you're too nice and people take advantage of that, even if they feel like they don't mean to. And it's not even that you're a naive person, because you're not, but you're a very forgiving person. And that's what makes you nice, and that's what your weakness is.
I don't disagree with that. I think yours is probably water, right? Like you're a witch. Like, I'm melting. You know that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Because you were like, were you trying to say I don't bathe?
Yeah, that was my first thought. Like, what? First of all, you know I can swim, and now you're trying to say I don't bathe? Like, that's crazy.
You forgot what you look like.
Yeah, I did.
You know, I got to remind you, especially if we're wrapping up the episode. I'm like, we gotta bring it all back.
That was a good
one. Yeah, water. To be honest, my initial thought for you was a big butt and a nice smile.
Stop! Don't say that.
I'm like, I really do.
It's the smile, man. It's the smile. Like, come here, big bumper girl. Oh, too soon?
Y'all.
I need to see what this girl looks like. I have to ask my brother still. No, that's not mind your business. Mind your business.
You
mind your business. You don't. I don't. I'm not going to.
Leave the girl alone.
No, I just want to know.
All the girl wants is to be left alone by you people.
The reason why I say that is...
I don't care.
Okay, you're right.
It's a no.
You're right.
God is still watching. My goodness. You know what, y'all? I'm sorry for my friend. We're going to call that a wrap for today. We hope you guys have a safe and fun Halloween.
Don't let nobody steal your candy.
Don't let anyone steal your candy. Enjoy your like scary movies or whatever it is you do if you celebrate. If not, happy Tuesday. Like I don't really know what to tell you. But yeah, you can find us the podcast obviously on Instagram, on X, and on TikTok. It's never gonna
That's so crazy. When you said X, I'm like, X? Oh yeah.
It's never gonna
It's not. It's not.
This Square Room, you can find me at Jonel Wilson.
You can find me on Instagram at DesiD18.
And on that note, we hope you have a blessed day, and we will see you next Tuesday.